So if you were wondering if the Chandler Gilbert women solidified the 4th playoff spot after finishing tied on a last-second goal by Brooklyn Murray off a corner kick by Brinley Smith, the answer is no. Glendale beat Mesa tonight, so Glendale has solidified the 4th playoff seed. So now it's the Chandler Gilbert men coming in with a record of 1-11-1, taking on PV with a record of 4-8-4. Senior night, and one of the seniors, or I should say sophomores, is Landon Schuster from Queen Creek High School. He's majoring in cyber security. His favorite moment, scoring a game-winning penalty kick. His biggest inspiration was Captain Eli Condi. What is his advice for future Coyotes soccer players? Don't lose your love for the game. He is planning to study education and thanks his teammates for making his last year special. Luis Beltran Molina, high school Sedona, majoring in exercise science. His favorite memory, the hike as a team last year, or my assists. His biggest inspiration, his parents. Utilize the resources on campus and put the work in. He is going to attend NAU. He thanks his family for supporting him. Eli Thomas Condi. Number 22, hometown Gilbert, secondary education's major. His favorite memory playing at Chandler Gilbert, being able to play with one of his Mesquite teammates. His biggest inspiration, his older brother Aaron. What advice would he give to future Chandler Gilbert soccer players? Enjoy every second. His plans after graduating Chandler Gilbert, go to ASU and become a teacher. And he thanks everyone on campus. And Ethan Magnani, hometown Chandler, major business management. His favorite memory while playing for Chandler Gilbert, going up 2-0 versus Pima last year. Biggest inspiration, soccer journey, his dad. Biggest advice to future Chandler Gilbert players, don't give up. Your time will come. His plans after graduating from CGCC, transferring to a university to continue playing soccer. Special shout outs, his family, coaches, and teammates, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Matt Mittich, number 35. Hometown high school, Mesquite High. Major field of study, finance. Been in the program 1 year. His favorite moment while playing for CGC, being with his friends and filling up the waters. His biggest inspiration during his soccer journey, his family. Advice for future CGCC soccer players, play with your heart and enjoy every moment. What are your plans after graduating from Chandler Gilbert? ASU water boy and living life to the fullest. Special thanks or shout outs. Shout out to Renzo for making my poster, and thank you, Coach Hector, for everything. And finally, Javian Hinsey, number 23. Hometown, Queen Creek. ALA Queen Creek was his high school. Business management, his field of study. It's been with Chandler Gilbert for 3 years. His favorite memory while playing for Chandler Gilbert, hanging out with the team during stormy delays. His biggest inspiration during his college soccer journey, his parents for supporting him no matter what. His advice to future Chandler Gilbert soccer players, work hard. What are your plans for graduating after Chandler Gilbert? Pursue sales and run his own team, and he gives a thank you for everyone.
And a sophomore, number
So those are the sophomores on the team. And now, as both teams are being introduced, first for the visiting Pumas, goalkeeper Jonathan Aguirre. Number 7, Benjamin Orozco, a midfielder, sophomore. Number 9, Jordan Culver, a sophomore freshman. A sophomore forward, that is. Number 10, Jack Trin, a sophomore forward. Number 12, Daniel Vargas, a sophomore mid. Number 19, Edgar Ocampo, a sophomore defender. A number 20, freshman defender, Fernando Lopez. Number 21, freshman forward, Brian Romero. Number 23, sophomore defender, Ben Rouse. Number 27, sophomore forward, Gavin Sanchez. And number 30, Miguel Garfio, a freshman forward. And now it's going to be Chandler Gilbert. And they're going to be led by freshman goalkeeper Jose Sanchez. Number 6, Owen Bailey, a defender. Number 10, Talon Hoff. Number 11, Sam Nicolas. Number 14, Luke Schwartz. Number 15, Isaac Morrison. Number 17, Ethan Magnani. Number 22, Eli Condi. Number 25, Lucas Plummer. Number 30, Landon Schuster. And number 35, Matthew Middich. As we look at the Division II standings, Phoenix College, a record of 12-1, 15-1 overall. Pima, 12-2, 15-2. Glendale, 8-3-2, 8-3-2. Scottsdale, 7-4-2, 7-5-2 overall. Mesa, 3-6-4, 4-6-4. PV, 3-7-3, 4-8-4 overall. They've scored 21 goals. They've allowed 36. Chandler Gilbert, 1-11-1. They've scored 10. They've given up 58. Gateway, record of 12-2. They've scored 12 goals. They've given up 71. Chandler Gilbert coming off the victory over Gateway. And PV coming in to win this and up their final record. PV looking for its, I should say, 5th win. Chandler Gilbert looking to pick up its 2nd win. Chandler Gilbert, some bodies short after a little bit of a tussle against Gateway. Things got physical. Some players are missing in action tonight. So Chandler Gilbert getting ready to battle this PB team coming to town, led by Brian Romero with 7 goals, Jordan Culver with 5, Fadler Little and Gavin Sanchez with 3 apiece, and Edgar Ocampo, Jack Trin, Zach Soderman, Nikhil Deisani with 2 goals apiece. Coyotes will not have Jack Hardy. He's one that is sidelined. He leads the team with 3 goals. Diego Estrada, Javian Hinsey, Isaiah Pensis, Landon Schuster,
She said she got nervous. She's like, I got a little.
Angel Sanchez, if I not say that name, with 1 goal apiece. And here we go. Coyotes on home turf, 0-6-1. They'd love to get a home victory as they take one picture for the camera, and they're going to have a freshman, Jose Sanchez, making the start between the pipes. Oh, he's going to be tested early and often. So the bad news tonight, Chandler Gilbert women do not clinch a playoff spot. They finished tied. They came out flat for 30 minutes, played well to start the end, to finish the first half strong, and fell behind 2-0 and ended up tied on a last-second corner kick from Brinley Smith to Brooklyn Murray. That tied it with 5 seconds left. But not enough time left on the clock as Glendale won their match, and Glendale clinches the 4th spot. Those two teams played twice in the regular season. 2 draws, but when it came down to getting it done in the final day of the regular season, Gauchos got it done. Now here we go. It's the boys ready to make some noise. We'll see if we can get you a World Series update by chance. If anyone's got one, I'll check my phone for you. In case you love the World Series, as we all do. Last I checked, the Fall Classic has been going on a long time.
I'm like, dude, I'm trying, man.
So we are checking World Series on Twitter.
So do I write anything down on these?
We will try to get you an update.
Oh, no. That's for me. So what I might have you do, though, like say.
And Paulo Hutchinson, as I knock
I'll be like,
for a score,
and I'll be like,
it's 4-4, top of the 7th.
Gates' name, and then I'll write it down. But I only
So there it is. It's a good quality
that's pretty much the only deal you have to do.
Game 3 matchup. Of course, it was even at 1 apiece. Blue Jays won Game 1, putting up an 11th spot, and Yamamoto shut them down in Game 2, and now they're doing battle in LA, knotted at 4.
You know what I mean?
LA trying to go back-to-back. Blue Jays trying to win for the first time since, I believe, I want to say 93. And this one underway from Chandler Gilbert. PV in the visiting gray uniforms. Chandler Gilbert in the black uniforms. Of course, they can wear those at night because it's cool, it's comfortable. They don't have to worry about the surging heat as they work that down to Jose Sanchez. Sanchez has had limited opportunities. He's only played in 1 game, 15 minutes of work. He's allowed 2 goals with 1 save. Shot is up, and that's blasted. And just like that, coming out of the gates, Brian Romero letting one rip. Romero, a team high 7 goals on the season, and trying to get his team up and running with a first good look. That was just wide of the far post. So glad he can join us. Why do I smell like hamburgers in the air? Someone went to In-N-Out. Some food is, and I smell the food. I smell Vittles right behind me. It's some kind of goodness in a plastic container. And there's utensils and goodness. So this soccer game is brought to you by that bowl of food that would entice the masses. And here we go. Opportunity. PV once again in attack mode. PV and Chandler Gilbert, these longtime rivals, meeting yet again to close out the regular season, to close out the 2025. It just seemed like yesterday it was scorching heat, and both these teams were working so hard. A turnover, and this is pooched up, and that's off the crossbar, and a gift for Jose Sanchez and the Coyotes. Just like that, PV making plenty of noise. And we are going to kind of give you some perspective on their first matchup. I'm doing everything off my phone, unfortunately. And when you do that, you're at the mercy of, well, you're at the mercy of working off your phone. So the first time around, these two teams met. It was back on September 13th. PV got the 2-0 victory. You got goals from Jordan Culver and one by Gavin Sanchez for the victory. Chandler Gilbert in that contest had 7 shots. No shots on goal. So now it's the rematch. Eli Condi. It's going to be sad to see Eli go. He's been a warrior for this team. He's really played well. Always goes full force. Young man who's going to be a leader, not just on the soccer field tonight, but in life and whatever he does. Vocal, inspirational, quality person, quality teammate, quality individual. Shot is up from the left side. Nicolas could not clear it out. Condi coming up the right side. And coming up from the midfield position of the attacking back row is Benjamin Orozco. Worked over to Miguel Garfio. Now it's worked back and to the other side of the field. Orozco's there. He's going to work the wide side. Pumas with a lot to play for. A fantasy football update in my losing week of Rasheed Rice scoring a receiving touchdown. My team is obliterated by injuries, and I've taken yet another loss, which is crushing to the soul. Fantasy football, if you haven't played, it's such a investment of your time. And all you want is a chance to get in the postseason. So far, I've lost CeeDee Lamb, Lamar Jackson, Puka Nacua, as this one is pooched up. Opportunity and a tumble. And they're going to call the yellow card. Do they pull it? And they do not. The attacker was coming full force, and they're going to say, they're going to call a yellow card against Jose Sanchez. Sanchez, who tumbled with Jack Trin, who was coming full force to put that one away. And so right out of the gates, we saw plenty of yellow cards in the women's game. So Jose Sanchez getting his first start. Maybe it's apropos. He picks up the yellow card as well. So it's going to lead to a penalty kick and an opportunity in the 6-minute mark of the first half.
Hey, excuse me, ref. Do I start the clock on the kick? No, hey, what's our rule? So here, yeah. What's our rule? Yeah, I'm just saying when
Jack Trin.
kicks it or when the goalie touches it. No. Or do I not start it?
Lining up for the penalty kick. Trin with a couple goals on the season.
Got you.
One-on-one opportunity against Jose Sanchez. Trin. And bangs it in. And just like that, Jack Trin and the Pumas on the board, on the PK. Six-minute mark. Unassisted. Penalty kick. Coyotes trailing 1-0. So far, it's been all Pumas. And Paulo, if you had the replay up, I apologize I missed it. Maybe if you can get up one more time as we get to a break, we'll replay that one, but it was Trent inside the left post for the first goal. And that was after an earlier shot on goal that hit the crossbar. So Pumas, and here another look. Trin blasted inside the far left post, and that's where we are, 1-0. And Sam Nicolas getting bumped from behind. Pushed up the field and knocked out of bounds. We mentioned PV won this matchup 2-0 earlier in the year. So they're looking for the clean sweep of Chandler Gilbert. And for Hector Brasino in his first year, a learning year for him and his team. They put the work in, just unfortunately, the work and didn't translate. Not enough offense. Team last in the conference and shots on goal, and Can't put shots on goal, you're not going to win a lot of games. And that's where the team is. And they'll learn and get better. And this one's blasted. Opportunity, put back, and that is ripped wide. But a good stroke by Isaac Morrison, the freshman. Isaac putting a belt on one. Making Jonathan Aguirre stretch and reach. Mother Nature dialing up a beautiful October evening. Closing in on Halloween, which is on Friday for all you trick-or-treaters out there. And I'm a big trick-or-treater, big Halloween guy. I love AMC because it's horror fest all month. Every day you turn on a movie, it's all B-rated horror movies. But you got your classics on as well. John Carpenter's Halloween, the original Omen, of course, The Exorcist on there as well. Some physicality, bumping and moving. In that mix, Owen Bailey. Now some physicality by the Coyotes. Landon Schuster putting a body on a body. Pumas breaking it, going up with the counter. Nice little pitch up the field. Left side, Gavin Sanchez. And how about Jose Sanchez? Coming up out of the 6 and denying him. Now they come right back with Miguel Garfio, who's been very busy, and this one's booted toward the scoreboard. And if you're wondering where the scoreboard is compared to the goal, I'd say it's about probably a good 30 yards away, so not even close. In the 9th minute mark of this first half, so glad you can join us. Sticking with us for the double bonus of Chandler Gilbert soccer to close out the regular season. Of course, the women had to settle for a 2-2 tie, so they will not be going to the postseason. They needed a win. Glendale, they got it done. They beat Mesa, so they're moving on. And Glendale will have a tall task in that first round as the top 4 playoff seeds on the women's side will be Phoenix College, Pima, Scottsdale, and Glendale. So Phoenix will face Glendale and Pima will face Scottsdale. And these two teams right now playing for pride, looking to end strong. Owen Bailey banging. Coming up out of the box and coming up high and with a purpose, Jonathan Aguirre. Aguirre scaling with his pink fluorescent goalkeep outfit on. Big time, bodies bumping and grinding. We saw a lot of that in the first game, and we're seeing a lot of that here. That's busted up. A little battle ensuing in the corner. And the referee will say that's in favor of the Coyotes. Of course, the women's volleyball team in a huge matchup Wednesday night. They're trying to battle for that 4th playoff seed, and they take on Pima, currently a game ahead. So Coyotes get a victory, and if the teams finish with the same record, Coyotes will have the head-to-head advantage because they would have beaten Pima twice. So that's a huge opportunity. Here comes the Pumas. Centering, shot is up, and that is ripped over the crossbar, and that was just a one-time strike. And coming up empty after the good rip was Danielle Vargas from Ironwood High School in Glendale. Vargas, one-time look, he gave it a good rip. Just a little too much effort on the shot. Coming up on the other side, Chandler Gilbert on the counter. Trying to make some noise and put some shots on Jonathan Aguirre. And a little tumble they could play on. We saw a lot of bodies tumble in that first game. seemed like every 5 minutes there was a body falling on the turf, and the refs did not do a good job of keeping control of that one. Battle up front, one-time shot, that's blocked. A big hack by Edgar Ocampo. Ocampo was riling up, and now it's a shot from the right side, and they're going to we're going to say that was an offsides call. Against PV. Now in the 13th minute of this first half. Fans from both sides are in. They've made it out. We see some teal in the crowd. We also see some PV blue. Working at red side. Eli Condi. Beautiful cross. Opportunity. And that's going to trickle out of bounds. But Eli Condi had a great cross and not able to capitalize on the cross was Ethan Magnani, the sophomore. So a lot of these sophomores playing their last games at Chandler Gilbert. Of course, we appreciate their efforts and representing the teal with such pride and always bringing an A effort. And we wish them the best, not just in soccer, but all their future academic and life endeavors. Because it's really about taking what they learn here and delivering in the real world. And that's where the ultimate battle will take place. Ladies and gentlemen, I can only say this from the bottom of my heart. The real world, it's a tough battle every day. You got to battle every single day. You got to work hard. You got to outwork people. Got to give yourself the fair advantage. Life is hard. It's not easy. No one's going to gift you the $1 million job. You're not going to all of a sudden walk into a Circle K, pick up a Polar Pop, and get a winning lottery ticket and a Super Slurpee as well. Inside the 6, knocked away by the Coyotes. Trying to work hard, Nogales. And it's worked back to midfield. Pumas surveying as they have their attacking back row at midfield. And that's the confidence they have. They feel they've got the talent to work that. And the Coyotes short on bodies, so it makes it that much easier. Chip across on that left side. Brian Romero. Romero in a tussle over there with Eli Condi. Eli, a hard-working player. He's always going to give 150%, and he always has since he stepped on this campus. If Hector Brasino can turn this program around, Eli Condi is going to be one of the building blocks of why this team was able to do so. Player who brought work ethic, character, dedication to the team. And that's how you slowly start turning things around. Effort, energy, commitment. Pumas right now just tactically working their game with Jordan Clover from Apollo High School. He has it taken away as Nogales and the Coyotes trying to work it up the field. Nogales, a nice move. Nogales tries to split a seam. We'll try to get to Talon Hoff and knocked up the field. Chipped for a split second. About to check in is Gavin Reichert from Sunrise Mountain High School in the West Valley. He's waiting for his opportunity to check in. 28 and change. Aguirre will work it to his attacking back row. They work up the field. Gavin Sanchez being tracked by Condi. Now, Miguel Garfio And then it's Culver. Culver, block shot. One-timer, booted, blocked. A good boot by Gavin Sanchez, but right into a Coyotes defender. Coyotes doing a nice job getting back after the early goal off the penalty kick. Condi coming up that right side. Now tracked. Worked up the field. Opportunity for the Coyotes, giving chase. Javian Hinsey. And Hinsey will put some pressure on Aguirre. And the Pumas poised enough to work it in their attacking back row, and now will go across the field to methodically work the leather up. Now a chip. And once again, it almost seems like Brian Romero is trying to track down all these chips across the field. A little cross it. And having the answer was Lucas Plummer, the freshman. Culver's there. Little bodies colliding. And that's going to go in favor of the Coyotes. 27 minutes remaining in this first half. 18 off the board. Coyotes trailing 1-0. The women finished in a 2-2 tie, getting a last-second goal from Brenly Smith off a corner kick to Brooklyn Murray. Murray tied it up for her third goal of the year. Little chip across. Condi's there. And they're going to blow the whistle. And we're going to say that was an offsides call against PV. So we go back countering the other way. Coyotes would love to end the season with a win. Collis tries to split a couple defenders. Aguirre will counter with his clear out. Now Owen Bailey's trying to provide some physicality. Eli Condi. Good aggressive move by Gavin Sanchez. Worked across. Culver. Big hair and all. Culver lets it fly. And that's saved. What a save by Jose Sanchez. High and hard. Knocks it away. Another look. Culver coming up that right side and lets it rip. And Sanchez getting up and knocking it away. Big paws and all. Denying the Pumas their second goal of the evening. Tremendous play by Sanchez, who came up big and also picked up a yellow card in this one in the opening minutes of this contest. It's going to be a corner. It's Garfio on the corner. This one inside the 18. Loose ball blocked. Ping-ponging it around. Ball's up in the air. Romero giving chase, and he'll have to be a spectator as PV loses that battle. Now coming in, number 2, Gavin Rickert. Sunrise Mountain. A Mustang from the West Valley. Checking in. Also coming in for Chandler Gilbert, number 18. Alexander Payan, a freshman. Going to see some valuable minutes. Coyotes down some bodies tonight, so you're going to see all kinds of newcomers get some opportunities. Giving chase. Luke Schwartz. And Sanchez will gobble it up. Owen Bailey. Now a turnover. Culver has it taken away. Good work by Luke Schwartz. Left side. Landon Schuster. Now middle of the field. Garfio. And Garfio will get it back. Garfio surveying the field, and he chips it. And a beautiful chip is that. That's fired. The cross and, oh, the misconnect by Romero. And that was a good cross. And it looks like they said it was deflected by the Coyotes, so it's going to be a corner for the Pumas. Corner kick. And my view is blocked. So we're going to say it's a Puma in the corner. They go the short route. They get over to Gavin Sanchez. Sanchez sets up Culver. Culver fires. That's going to be wide of the near post. And we're going to have a Agua Fria break right now on both sides. PV with a 1-0 lead. You're watching the Pumas and the Coyotes. Regular season finale for both teams on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network. Agua Fria, the intake. Both sides have had their share of the cool white fluids that make the body flow so well. Now we're back into live action. Under 23 minutes left in this first half. An entertaining one. Jose Sanchez making his starting debut. The freshman has done a nice job. You know, other than a PK he gave up. And PKs are always a 50-50 battle. You have to guess right. Or in some cases, you have to just hope the attacker is just off the mark. But other than that, he's made some nice saves. He's had some good reactions, good instincts. And on the other side, Jonathan Aguirre, the product of Apollo High School, hasn't really had to deal with much. Not a lot of adversity on his end. PV has dominated the shots, and that's a little pooch. And that's going to be taken in. A little pooch shot by number 18 in Alexander Payan. Now it's actually starting to get a little cool out here. It's getting quite comfortable. When we first started this contest, it was warm. It was unsavory. Is that a soccer word I can use that here, Paulo? Unsavory? We're going to use it this evening. And that was the case. But now it's very comfortable. It's just gorgeous. It's trick-or-treating weather. It's all about taking the kids out and getting them some Butterfingers and some Kit Kats and some Almond Joys, Snickers, right? Skittles. How about Sour Patch Kids? And let me tell you why I like Sour Patch candies. because those commercials are fantastic. Because first they're sour, and then they're sweet. But like in the commercials, the Sour Patch Candies, they're like almost evil. They're always doing some mean things. And then later they're like looking at you like all sweet, like they want to buy you ice cream. Never, all I have to say to all the soccer fans out there, if you ever encounter a Sour Patch Candy, remember they have evil agendas. So that's the Joe Pequeno Halloween tip for you this fall. Beware of the Sour Patch. Where they are, evil will ensue. I digress. Getting down to the 20-minute mark. It's PV with a 1-0 lead on a Jack Trin penalty kick that came in the 6-minute mark of the first half. PV trying to end the season strong. PV coming in with a record of 4-8-4 overall, 3-7-3 in league. Chandler Gilbert, 1-11-1. Coming off a win over Gateway, where things got a little testy and some players were lost because of some, let's just say, some extra physicality. And both teams are providing a lot of bumping and grinding here. Big time physicality right there by Jordan Culver. And Jordan Culver could have been called. It was just more physical, but nothing really hard. I mean, we saw some physical in the first game. We saw some calls that did not get made that should have been made. Referees in that first game did not do a good job. Too much loose play, and they should have gave warnings to both sides. And even Paulo Hutchison, who's dialed it in the truck on that call, said, acceptable call. Yeah, Paulo and I agree about 99% of the time. Sometimes he likes blue, sometimes I like orange. Sometimes he likes red, sometimes I like yellow. Sometimes he likes Skittles, sometimes I like Starburst. It's just a matter of flavor of the day. So please understand that Paulo Hutchison and I agree on most things. He likes the hard fastball upstairs. I don't mind taking the slider to right center and going for extra bases. All depends on the mood. And he can provide a World Series update as well. Last we checked, it was 4-4 in the 7th. I expect him to be dialing in between the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. And Game 2, Yamamoto was outstanding. His off-speed work was just tremendous. Blue Jays had no answer. And the thing about it is he only threw about a little over 100 pitches in a 9-inning battle. Big physicality on that sidelines. About to check in. One of my favorite, Franklin Lodeman. Outstanding, good-looking freshman for this team. And I can tell it's getting a little chilly out here because I'm got a little bit of a sniffles going. Corner kick, Garfield. Inside the 18, that's knocked away. It looks like that was not Brian Romero. That was number 7, Benjamin Orozco from Verrado High School. Former Scorpion out in the West Valley. 17 minutes remaining in this first half. Coyotes holding their own. Also about to check in, number 6. Sammy Dabarish about to check in. Waiting his moment. Coyotes, good thread. Nicalis almost had an opportunity, point-blank look at Aguirre, but taken away by the Pumas. Now they're countering on the other side of the field, or close to it, as they drop it to their attacking back row, now work it up to roughly the midfield strike, and they're content on ball control. And Culver dumps it back down. And Aguirre, 50-50 move. And the Coyotes could not capitalize. And the Coyotes are going to get a penalty kick. How about that? They're going to call Aguirre for the foul, so that should set up a PK. Now he's getting a conversation with the refs. Your referees tonight are Marshall Sergey, Luis Arrondo, and Julian Boussois. So they're going to call it not a PK, but it will be a set piece. So Franklin Loidemont, who's going to get his opportunity to boit this one in. Now both sides are kind of talking things through. So PV putting up the wall of defense. And Franklin, who has shined bright at times.
Not even a card is crazy. Not even a card is crazy.
So the Coyotes were thinking that Aguirre should have gotten a card. Loideman will let it go. Loideman busts that one, and that's over the crossbar. A good look. Just missed it, just a little high. Navarish checking in, number 6. And checking out, number 20, Fernando Lopez from Peoria High School. Former Panther checking out. 15:31 left in this first half. So glad you can join us on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network. Joe Pequeno, Paulo Hutchison on the call. Paulo on the live stream. I just wish Paulo could just chime in with some comments, because I think his comments would provide extra theater for the broadcast. What you don't hear, I get in texts. Some I can repeat. Threaded, Culver, opportunity, Culver fast. Culver fires, that's knocked away. Condi's there. And Paulo Hutchison says, oh, it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to come. I'm going to bring the full force text messages that you're going to want to hear. Paulo said he almost had the setup today, whatever that means. Must have been good. So a corner chance for PV. In that corner, Garfia, who's really been the corner catalyst. Garfio, point blank and just knocked away and looked like he was in position, was Benjamin Orozco. Orozco gave it a good look, just went wide of the far post. Coming in, number 31. Jose Chacon. Chacon with an extra large jersey on. Looks like it's a tad big. Tad big, but Sanchez, hey, good boot. Past midfield. Romauer's there. Culver's there. Coyotes try to block it back the other way or knock it back the other way. Matthew Minich on the hitter. Now worked in the middle of the field. Coyotes have to be very careful here. Pumas are pressing. They feel they got the speed and the numbers. Oh, good thread right there. And how about Jose Sanchez coming up out of the 6 and denying the Pumas? I'll tell you what, the freshman's played well. He is doing things. Coming in, Renzo Aldana, a freshman. Once again, and looks like Jose Sanchez needs a moment to collect himself. Sanchez.
There's no X there. I didn't think so.
Now he's got a good amount of his second win in. He's like, let's do this. Let's play on. Flame on. Game on. Sanchez has been great on the goalie kicks, working it, blasting it to the other side of the field. That's what you want to see. You want a goal keep that if he's going to clear it, he's knocking it to the side of the field. Sometimes, and we saw this in other matches this year where goal keep can't get it to the other side, and that basically allows the opposing team to intercept and reset their offense. Here comes the Coyotes. Opportunity, and they're going to call an offsides against the Coyotes. Coming back the other way. They work it to Culver, and Culver's been instant explosiveness. Left side, Nabarish. Over in the middle. Couple tumbles, staying on his feet. Walk the spin cycle, and that's blasted to the softball field. And we're going to call that an out of the park home run, courtesy of the soccer field into the softball field. Back in, Gavin Sanchez. Breather. Jack Trin, who scored the only goal in this one. Trin feeling good about what he's doing. Eli Condi getting a breather as well. Sanchez going the short route, working it to Luke Schwartz. Schwartz. Nabarish takes a tumble. Leutemann works it back down, and Nabarish is picking himself up. Coyotes haven't had much success on the offensive end. Jonathan Guire in his neon pink uniform doesn't really have any kind of stains on it. Oh, left side, opportunity. Blast, and that is just wide of the far post. Good shot by Gavin Sanchez, and Sanchez on a good cross that is by, looks like that was Edgar Ocampo. Ocampo, the product of Ironwood High School. So the shots are piling up. It's going to be a corner on the other side. And once again, we've called his name. Once again, that's going to be Garfio. He works that inside the 18. Header is knocked away. Chandler Gilbert clears it out. Good job by the Coyotes. Sanchez in that all lime green, high octane Oregon outfit. Really doing a nice job in his first outing between the pipes. Sanchez surveying the field, and he's looking to rip one to the other side. Franklin Leutemann getting up on the other side, and Leutemann just outside as Romero was there to head it back the other way. Coyotes working the right side. Giving chase down the sidelines. Number 19, Kai Burham, a freshman. And Russ Luce, the tremendous athletic director of Chandler Gilbert, making sure ball maintenance is up and running. Little helium into one of the soccer balls to make sure that we got enough instruments of play to keep things going. Because Paulo Hutchison has vowed to me, without a soccer ball, you can't play the game. So last I checked, I think he's absolutely correct. So Paulo, even though he's not texting all the time, he's providing tremendous knowledge. 7:30 left in the first half. Yes, Paulo, you can tie, but you need the ball to tie. But I guess if you don't have a ball, there's no score. So you could finish tied at 0-0. Yeah, there you go. We're on the same page. Now they booted over the left side with Gavin Sanchez. Coyotes have done a nice job. Oh, that's a great cross. And right in the middle, Matthew Minich getting back. Franklin Loideman was being held, I should say, by a Puma. No call. Loideman really has physicality right there. And that should have been an easy call against Benjamin Orozco, who basically was dancing with Diego Ruiz. Diego Ruiz. As we wind down to 6 minutes left, and you're looking at Franklin Loideman, who's got a good shot. Busted that one off the set piece, just went over the crossbar, but Loideman, the goal for him in the offseason, hit the weights, put some muscle on, and he could have a promising sophomore year. Potential's there. He seems to have a couple good moments every game, every match. Just, I think some added muscle, some physicality would help him. Luke Schwartz busts one down. And this one trickles to the sidelines. Puma is about to make a substitution. Coming in is Ronaldo Caban from Moon Valley High School. Up to 17. Right by, call it 7th Street and Central Avenue or so. Thunderbird Road area. Somewhere like that. Coyotes trying to find the equalizer. Culver coming the other way. Culver, he's got the ability to cross, and he finds Gavin Sanchez. Sanchez, 50-50 battle. Sanchez wins it, and he rips one. And how about the save from Jose Sanchez? Jose doing it again, sprawling out and denying. Sanchez, who ripped a bullet. So Sanchez denies Sanchez. No relations there, just pure desire. Tremendous effort. And Jose Sanchez has seen his variety of shots. And another corner. And we got some fans in the crowd. Corner, header, once again, Jose Sanchez coming up big. Jose denying Ben Rouse, product of Ironwood High School. Rouse on the header, and Jose said, not in my house, not inside my 18. Under 4 minutes left. Worked in that back row. Knocked over. Chipped up. Gavin Sanchez. Oh, how about Luke Schwartz? Schwartzy. And Schwartzy has it taken away. Bodies flying on both ends. Culver in a physical tussle against Kai Burham. And it sets up looks like it's going to be a corner for the Coyotes as we wind down to 3 minutes left in this first half.
Away from goalie, Frank! Away from goalie, Frank! With pace! Has to be with pace!
Hector Brasino calling for pace and energy for his team. Loideman will boot this one. Outside the 18, and the header just wide of the far post. But a good look by the Coyotes. And that would be a great one to replay if we had the opportunity to get that one. Putting the pressure on Paulo Hutchinson to see if he's got it. And if he's got it, I'll see it. And on the executional scale, Paulo says fail. So we don't have that one, but it was a good effort by the Coyotes. Their best attacking moment of the night. Only trailing 1-0. And as far as I'm concerned, my MVP for the Coyotes is the first timer between the pipes, Jose Sanchez. He's been great. Of course, Darian Grabowski has gotten the bulk of the starts, and Grabowski has been phenomenal this year. He's been peppered left and right throughout the season, and he's been spectacular, but Sanchez has done a great job in this one. The only goal coming from Jack Trin in the 6-minute mark off the penalty kick. Now the canter by Gavin Sanchez. Sanchez, wow, cuts on a dime and a good cross, but that works right into Minich, who's there. Loideman works it up. Now the counter by Kai Burham. Burham, middle of the field. Rouse will try to split it back up, and Minich is there. Works that left side. Coyotes will methodically try to work the sidelines, and now a couple of defenders of the Pumas. Now 50-50 battle ensues. Right in front of the fan base there, Coyotes win the battle. They play on. And now Gavin Sanchez on that left side, pushed up the field. Romero has been cherry picking throughout this one. Romero, physical, punched in the corner. That should set up a corner for the Pumas. And it will. There'll be a throw-in. And right there, Gavin Sanchez. Sanchez, Culver. Culver will fire, and Culver rips that to the scoreboard. Last I checked, that's not part of the goal, so that won't count for any points or any kind of bonus play for any late-night video gaming for your gamers out there. Winding down to 20 seconds left in this entertaining first half between these long-time Arizona Community College Athletic Conference rivals. Ticking down. And as they do on the D1 circuit, the mic is on. And you're hearing it with such style and charisma, and gets it done like a champ. Those baseball players, I'll tell you what, they are teaching them well. Run the bases accordingly, field your position, get those base hits with men in scoring position with 2 outs. And not to mention, come over to the soccer field and do the countdown from 10. They got it going on. There's some higher learning at Chandler Gilbert that is unlike any community college in the country. 202 Pecos Road, my goodness. Cooper, Chandler, excellent work. 1-0 at the half. We'll take a short timeout. You're watching the Pumas and the Coyotes on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
So we're about to begin this second half, and just when you think we don't have intelligent life on a planet, we get visited by otherworldly beings. Yes, a close encounter of the third kind, and they like to dance and they like to cut loose. And of course, along the way, well, their ship's going to pick them up and take them to another galaxy, and they're going to get beamed up probably any moment. But in the meantime, they're going to be the spectacle on the field, and why not? On a beautiful night. And look, they're just surveying our planet, and one's gone, and you know what? The other one's beaming out as well. And that was for your sheer entertainment, a little close encounter of the third kind. And, you know, as they said back in the day, they're ETing and they're phoning home. Now we're going to phone in the second half and see if the Coyotes can rally from a 1-0 halftime deficit. The goal scored by Jack Trin on a penalty kick at the 6-minute mark, and that is about it. Other than that, 10 out of 10 doctors, not only do they recommend fluoride for your teeth, but they recommend Jose Sanchez in goal. He's been phenomenal tonight between the pipes. Non-stop excellence by Jose Sanchez, and he'll be defending the north side of the field. Look, I'm going to admit that I can't even get home without a GPS, so I'm going to say that is the north side of the field, and that is Sanchez, as you see him in the neon green. Culver has been outstanding this one. That's blocked in a tremendous effort right there on the block by Matthew Mitic. And Mitic has played a solid backline defense. He's been good. He's seeing some extra minutes tonight in his final year as a sophomore, and he's showing up. Coyotes only down 1-0. Look, they're going for their second win, and they've held this high-powered Pumas team in check. And that's a blast from the corner. A header that's up in the air, and a couple more knocks around, and Coyotes clear for the split second. And you know, I have a jacket in my car. I thought about bringing it. I did not, and it's actually a little chilly. Probably in the 60s. And Jack Trin has scored the long goal. Great cross, and that's going to trickle into the hands of the smooth one, Jose Sanchez. Jose has been spectacular, and he could be potentially the starter next year. And look, if the Coyotes have him as a starting goalkeeper, they're going to be in a good place. Just got to build some offensive firepower, and Hector is well aware. Former Coyote in his days, played his college ball at William and Penn. He's dedicated to the process. He helped turn Mesquite soccer around, and now his focus is Chandler Gilbert. Had these young men working hard in the summertime, non-stop training. And now it's opportunity on the back end. But it's going to be a 1-on-3, and it's going to be a sheer effort. And Ben Rouse takes that one away. A counter move by the Pumas as Kai Burham was coming full throttle but ran into a 1-on-3. And sometimes when the numbers aren't in your favor, you need something spectacular to happen. And that time it was Burham making the good on the position, but just falling short as he ran into Rouse, who came away with the takeaway. Aguirre will punch it up. Romero, Culver, and Culver missed that opportunity and chipped by Chacon. Chacon getting it back and works out of bounds, and bad turnover by the Coyotes on their back end. Not what they wanted to do, but they actually get the ball back, so it worked out in their favor. Not a lot of offensive chances for the Coyotes as they've constantly had to work up out of their back end. Owen Bailey, nice work. Giving chase. Talon Hoff, and that's booted by Aguirre coming out of the 6. Culver, who's been all over the place, very fast, just electric first step. He's got good start and stop skills. I think that's a requirement by a soccer player. I think that's on your application. Do you have good start and stop skills? If you don't, well, then you should head over and try out for the curling team. And look, curling team needs good athletes too. Last I checked, it takes a lot of effort to kind of roll that hockey puck in the middle of the circle. Paolo Hutchinson told me that there's a lot of great curling athletes out there in the making. Needs to say, Culver is a high-powered athlete for this PB team. Kind of talk about him. He's got 5 goals, 1 assist on the year. Brian Romero leads the team with 7 goals, but Romero, I can see why, because he's just always charging downfield on the kind of the cherry pick, just basically looking for the chip, and they're setting him up. So it's like he's usually getting those one-on-one opportunities, so he's got to beat one defender and then the goal keep. Whereas Culver, if Culver was on a one-on-one with his speed, those numbers would be, Culver might have 8 or 9 goals on the year because he's just flat out fast. You chip him down the field, he's got to beat someone one-on-one. He's just got such elite speed. Under 40 minutes left in this contest. Getting a little chilly. Oh, a shot is up and a shot is wide of the near post. And it remains 1-0. Jose Sanchez doing a good job. All he's hoping for is just a little offensive attack from his teammates. Ethan Magnani works it down, giving chase. Talon Hoff. Hoff picked up by Ben Rouse. Rouse, a big, tall sophomore defender from Ironwood High School. And the Coyotes wanted to call. They don't get it, they play on. Of course, your referees. Marshall Sergey, your center ref. On the side is Julian Bourgeois and Luis Arredondo. And something tells me we have a new graphic from Paolo Hutchinson. And I'm anxious to see it. If he's got it, we'll just flash on the screen. Paulo's always coming up with some kind of cool graphic. We do play-by-play for Seton. And I think this one is Halloween related. So something tells me it's going to be a Coyote mascot in some kind of cool Halloween outfit. Could it be the Coyote in like Freddy Krueger kind of hat and sweater? I'm kind of curious. Next stoppage, and that stoppage will be coming at the roughly the 21-minute mark for an Agua Fria break. We'll see if we can break that one in. But Paulo does a tremendous job when we call games for Seton. He comes up with the unofficial mascot. Oh, how about that? That is just great. And there's the sweet Coyote. Oh, I know where he's going with this. Are these the Sour Patch Coyotes? Sweet and sour. There you go. And that one's flying from the left side. That's off the mark. But a good rip by the Coyotes. Yeah. Good quality rip from the outside. Coyotes making some noise against Jonathan Aguirre. So Paulo is just constantly working AI for these graphics, and they're classic. And I'm a big animation guy. So yes, comic books, The Simpsons, Family Guy. I'm big on animation. So anytime Paulo comes up with one of these cool graphics, always so good. So Paulo, we call play-by-play for Seton Catholic High School as well, and Freddie the Flamingo is like kind of the unofficial mascot, and Paulo's always got Freddie the Flamingo taking on the other mascot of the other school and just schooling him in some capacity. But I think, Paulo, what we need to see here is that's a chip and that's a header, and open net for a split second. That's knocked over the crossbar. and Hector Brasino. I think, Paulo, if you could come up with Freddie the Flamingo, the unofficial mascot of Seton, and Cody the Coyote shaking hands, that would be a good one, right? A coyote and Freddie the Flamingo working together. So I know you're hot at work right now. I can hear you typing. There it is. You're typing, you're working, you're trying to make this happen. Off the throw-in, Owen Bailey punched up. Pullman's controlling at midfield. They dump it down to Fernando Lopez. Ben Rouse, who's had some good minutes defensively. Near steal, Coyotes coming up with it, chipping that right side. And PV does just enough. And yes, Paulo is working on a new graphic. Oh, good move by Renando Caban. Caban gets dropped. PV bench wanted to call. Owen Bailey going back the other way. Coyotes on the counter. Under 35 minutes. This one sails. And the Coyotes wanted the call. They don't get that call. Now it's worked the other side. The counter. Trent gets dropped. Trent, opportunity. Trent. And Trent's going to punch it in. And that's in the back of the net. And it's a 2-0 PV lead.
What are we doing? You gotta talk to him for that.
Jack Trent with his second goal of the night. And thought we'd take another look, but
That is a pass back, man.
so we've got a card coming out. And the ref is marking something up, and something tells me he's not marking up his grocery list for the next 2 days. He has a mission in store somewhere in mind.
He's calling for it, sir. He's calling for it. We're hearing it. And then the handball as well. You're fucking terrible.
And the Coyotes will now get a red card for an assistant coach. So the Coyotes wanted a handball call. They don't get it. So now an assistant coach has told the center ref, Marshall Sergey, gave him just a simple thought, and that simple thought didn't bode well with Marshall Sergey. And if I repeat it, well, I'd be banned from the SEC. So I can't say it, but so I kind of gave you a little flavor that it wasn't very good. So we're going to play on. So while Paulo tries to dazzle us with some graphics courtesy of Grok, an assistant coach has been shown the door or an early exit. So he'll be home watching Netflix by 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. tonight. So 2-0. Jack Trin. Couple goals in this one. Trin, who came into this contest with 2 goals, has just doubled his scoring output of the year. He's got 4 now. And the Coyotes. And Jose Sanchez, who's been great, well, he was left on a one-on-one island there. So this really, that point, couldn't do much. Coyotes haven't done much offensively, and now it's the other side. And that is shooting and scoring. And once again, it's Jack Trin. Jack Trin barrels it home. And Jack Trin has got the hat trick. And we just want to confirm with the scoring table. That was number 10.
Yeah, I think so.
So Jack Trin, Uno, Dos, and Tres. And last I checked, Tres is better than Uno. So Tres is a good thing. So Jack Trin, you now have 5 goals on the year. You are now second on the team, tied with Jordan Culver. So Jack Trin having an amazing contest. 3-0. That one coming 34 minutes left in the contest. So it was number 9 who scored. So it was Jordan Culver on the goal or Jordan Culver on the assist?
9 on both assists.
Oh, okay.
10 on both goals.
Okay. So once again, Jack Trin has a hat trick and Culver the assist on both goals. So Jordan Culver, who's been all over the field, now has 3 assists, and Jack Trin, who's going to remember this night forever, now has 5 goals. Corner for the Coyotes. Ben Rouse knocks it away. Giving chase, Angel Sanchez, midfielder. Coyotes will retain possession. 33 minutes remaining in this second half. Coyotes and PV playing out the final game of the regular season. Right around the corner, we've got college basketball. Coyotes, men and women, about to take flight over at the Coyote Center. Looking forward to that. Racing up the right side, Angel Sanchez. Worked over to Romero. Ronaldo Caban. Booted across. Cleared out for a split second. Coyotes giving chase, trying to counter up the field. This one closed for a while, but PV busting this one open in a 10-minute span of this second half. Jack Trin and Culver, teammates working together. Romero has it taken away. Owen Bailey, good work. Romero, a little physicality, a little pushing against Javian Hinsey. Oh, big time physicality by Owen Bailey in the corner. Blocked out, so I have to watch on the monitor. Coming back in, Gavin Rickard. Throwing. And the save by Jonathan Aguirre. Jonathan Aguirre's had an easy night between the pipes. Nothing really hard, nothing pressing. He's had to move a little bit to his left or right, but everything pretty much facing him, solid. Nothing diving, nothing having to get high or anything like that. Meanwhile, for Jose Sanchez, who's played well, he just encountered a one-man wrecking crew. Jack Trin, who's, after tonight, they're building a statue in his name after the hat trick performance. Culver with a couple assists as well. Blasted in the middle. Worked up. About to get some playing time. Landon Schuster going back in. Eli Condi as well. A slew of substitutions. Nikhil Desani, Rafael Munoz, number 29, and back in Gavin Rickard, Sunrise Mountain. Checking out number 31, Jose Chacon. Less than 30 minutes left in this contest. Jack Trin, huge smile on his face. And we have got a great graphic for you coming up at the break. It's going to be Cody the Coyote, which is the mascot for the Coyotes, and Freddie the Flamingo, the unofficial mascot for Seton Catholic High School, which Paulo and I call and stream play-by-play for, are going to meet for the first time. They're going to meet for an Agua Fria water break. So this is going to be exciting. I'm anxious. I don't know if my monitor's on, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to see it. So P might have to come out and check that for me.
Hey, Gavin, well done.
We got a foul
Come forward. Come forward.
against Chandler Gilbert. Racing up that right side, Daniel Vargas, another Ironwood High School product. PV with a slew of Ironwood product high school players. Moon Valley, Cactus Shadows, Pinnacles in there, Westview, Verado, Abilene. Oh, and Paulo really wants me to see this graphic. He's excited. He's excited for this one. He's working on putting this together. So the monitor's back on, so we are literally about 6 minutes away from this water break and what should be a dazzling graphic. TV's back on, and we are full throttle back and watching accordingly, which is tremendous. 28 minutes and counting remaining in this second half. So glad you can join us on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network. Joe Pequeno on the call. Paulo Hutchison on the live stream. And once again, it's going to be Cody the Coyote and Freddie the Flamingo, the unofficial mascot of Seton Catholic High School. And if you're wondering why Joe Flamingo, well, because the kids years ago when I started calling play-by-play there in the fall of 2021, they always had a flamingo there. So I coined it Freddie the Flamingo, and Sam Nicholas racing in. Nicholas has it knocked away by Rickard. So it's going to be a corner opportunity. Nicholas won't take it. He'll set up inside the 18. County's looking for a set piece opportunity. Blasted from the corner. This one up front and knocked away by PV. And this is going to trickle out of bounds. And it's in favor of the Coyotes. Throwing it in will be Landon Schuster. Schuster will chuck it to the middle of the field. And that header will work right in favor of Jonathan Aguirre. Aguirre from Apollo High School. Over in the West Valley. One of the fine scholastic establishments, part of the Arizona Interscholastic Association, which Paulo is a big fan of. Schuster on that left side, facilitating, working it up. Nicholas trying to thread the needle, working it up the field to his teammate. Now it's going to be a slow roller back to Sanchez. Punched up. Racing. Left side. The shot is up, and the shot is wide off the far post. A good quality rip by Nikhil Dasani. Dasani off the bench for this team with a pair of goals, so he can provide some firepower off the bench. Showed it right there with a good quality strike. Nicholas Nicalis takes it away. Owen Bailey. Bailey, right side. Shot across. And that's over the crossbar, but a good boot. Great effort, just could not knock it home. That was a great shot by Angel Sanchez. And we are closing in on the water break. Frank Lloydeman going back in. Ready to show his athletic ability. Frank's got a good shot. Knocked one over the crossbar on a set piece in the first half. We play on. Winding down at 23 minutes. Hector Brasino rooting on his team. Hector, a tremendous motivator. This is booted off the set piece right into Jonathan Aguirre, who once again didn't have to move that much. And we are counting down to the water break. And that means water-filled graphic coming your way. Nicalis shoots, and Aguirre actually makes a tremendous stop. Hasn't been tested all night. Nicalis with a good shot, and Aguirre had to reach out and provide some length on that one. Lloydeman will come back in. Nicalis, a good shot on goal. But it's going to set up a corner for the Coyotes. Can they capitalize off the set piece? Can they knock this one in? And that one almost knocked in. Coyotes thought they had it. And a great header that was denied by great defense by the Coyotes. And that was Matthew Minich on a tremendous header. And just denied the Pumas were stacking the six, and they had a defender who knocked it away last second. But Minich with a beautiful header and a near goal. Now it's a midfield battle ensuing. Rafael Munoz from Borgate Catholic, a sophomore. Number 29 also on the field. So Aguirre is actually getting a little tested here.
Hey, what are you doing?
Water break is coming up. Lloydeman. Shot is blocked. A tumble on the turf.
You're making mistakes you shouldn't be making.
Caused by Rafael Munoz. He's getting some opportunity in this one. Now water break should be coming anytime. Could be coming off this set piece. Ethan Magnani, sophomore. As Paulo adjusts the camera, he's going to have an opportunity to boot one past Jonathan Aguirre. Here it is, Magnani rips it. And how about the save? Jonathan Aguirre leaping and swatting it away. Jonathan Aguirre, who's not had to work too hard in this contest, all of a sudden, last 10 minutes or so, just dazzling, just leaping and launching and swatting things away. Owen Bailey, decisive move. Bailey, shot is blocked. And it's punched up the field. Luke Schwartz tagging and holding on. It's worked up. Ronaldo Cabon. And the water break is here. The Agua Fria break is here. And that means we have a graphic waiting for you. The long-awaited Freddie the Flamingo and Cody the Coyote going to meet for the very first time. Water break, courtesy of Grok. That's how Paulo makes his graphics. I'm waiting for it at any moment. It's going to be like the world premiere. Oh, there they are. Hey, they're hanging out. The buddies, right? And like they're working together. They're like, yeah, they're kind of working together. Like, yeah, they look like kind of adversaries there. You know, the Coyote, Freddie can be a mean bird. You know, he hangs out by the lake all day and, you know, soaking it up. But, man, you don't want to get that bird mad. And the Coyote, he's just like, yeah, all good. Good stuff. They're frenemies. Short timeout. We'll take one, too. Coyotes trying to chase a 3-0 deficit. Actually working Jonathan Aguirre in this last 10 minutes or so. They put some quality shots on goal. Aguirre's had to maneuver and show that he is just more than a pretty pink uniform. Little chip. Loideman had an opportunity, just could not get a good shot off. No, make that Nicalis. Nicalis had the opportunity. Nicalis turns the corner. Nicalis tried to cross it, knocked away. Coyotes in the attacking third. Try to work that over to Loideman, and that's swatted away. It'll set up a corner for the Coyotes. Going over will be Ethan Magnani. So the Coyotes will pack the box as we are winding down to 18 minutes left in this second half. It's going to be Magnani from the corner, just outside the 18. Owen Bailey shoots it up. Tracking it down. Who's had a really good game is Matthew Minich. Minich had a really good header that was denied inside the 6. Now it's a breakaway opportunity. Trez Kramer. Kramer shoots, and that's blocked. Good hustling effort by Angel Sanchez. And a little pushing on that sidelines. Kept alive. And that is knocked away as Kramer gave it a boost. Coyotes kind of let a couple Pumas get loose on that attacking third. Luckily, they weren't able to capitalize, and the lead for PV stays at 3-0. Coyotes, Landon Schuster will boot it up, giving chase. Condi winding down his final minutes as a Coyote, and what a tremendous player he's been. Franklin Loydeman gets the call, and that will go against Rafael Munoz. Coming in, Kai Burham. Also getting some work. Mario Zito's going in.
Oh, yep.
Mario Zito's all excited. He's flexing, he's ready. Ready to do some work. So Jose Sanchez, his day between the pipes. And once again, a good effort by Mitic, who tried to head it in. So all kinds of substitutions. Sammy Debarish. He's from Abilene High School in Abilene, Texas, so he's coming a long way. Also in, number 11, Fadler Little, Hope High School in Phoenix. Winding down to 16 minutes. Booted up. Midfield. A little bit of a battle and giving chase. Angel Sanchez will control it. Landon Schuster will boot it up. Inside the 18. Could not capitalize. Now trying to counter is Fadler Little. Loses control, and Isaac Morrison on the throw-in. Worked in the corner. Coyotes booting it up. Schuster. Morrison. Right side. Angel Sanchez. Luke Schwartz is there. Schwartz, sophomore defender. Or a defender, not sure he's a sophomore. We think Luke will be back for another year. Matter of fact, he will be. I did not get his paperwork to read, so we're going to say Luke is coming back. Under 15 minutes left. All of a sudden, it's getting a little brisk, a little chill in the air. When you're soft and you can't handle cold weather, this gets tough. Now in the baseball season, when it's those February games at night, so hard. Because you start 60-degree temperatures and then at night it gets in the 50s and it's brutal. That's why the Coyotes have switched a lot of those night games to playing in the day. A little more sunlight, a little warmer. I get it. They opened the season last year against Arizona Western, and the weather was just brutal. Cold, windy, rainy, just awful. Knocked up that right side in the corner. PV is looking for more. Right at midfield. Matthew Mitic. He's working it to the new goalkeeper, and that's Mario Zito, a freshman. And Zito just a tad bit outside. So a little pitch, and that was a nice little pitch by Julian. Make that Rafael Munoz. Middle of the field, opportunity. That's blocked. Coyotes cannot clear it out. They work at the right side. Right there, Munoz. Little header. And Zito Mario Zito. Diving stop. Eli Condi coming hard. And it's going to go in the different direction. Winding down at 12 minutes left. Coming up on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network, volleyball on Wednesday. Women taking on Pima in a big matchup. Winner will have the upper hand for the 4th playoff seed. And that 4th playoff seed means they're going to face Mesa in the first round, November 5th at Mesa. Condi tumbling and right back up. Getting some PT. Zach Soderman coming in from Pinnacle High School, the former Pioneer, as well as Marcus O'Leary from Cactus Shadows High School in Cave Creek. And here's a slew of PV players making a change. Talon Hoff going back in. Eli Condi coming out. Eli Condi. Playing his final home match as a Coyote. Looking to go into the educational field and become a teacher. Just like Paulo Hutchison. Teaching kids how to make cool graphics on Grok. Shot is up, and how about Mario Zito diving stop? And Mario gets a big round of applause from the bench. Oh, Mario Zito living large and knocks one. Oh, is that a Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street? Oh, Paulo's just killing it. He's just doing all kinds of cool things. Okay, Paulo, how about this? Cody the Coyote as Michael Myers. Or Jason from Friday the 13th. That's got to be a good one. Or how about he's the It Clown? These are good graphics. So I know Paulo right now, this is him. He's just working it. He's working that keyboard right now, trying to make it happen. That's blocked away. And they are chanting Mario. Mario Zito, freshman, coming in. Madden Bredek, Shadow Ridge High School. He's getting a big round of applause. So this PV team, you know, a lot of camaraderie on this team. They are cheering each other on. A lot of support for each other. Making a smooth, aggressive move is Rafael Munoz. And how about Mario Zito coming out of the 6 and denying the attacker. Zito's got some good instincts. Seen some good-looking young players between the pipes. First it was Sanchez, now Mario Zito. So volleyball on Wednesday, and then we're basketball is right around the corner. Steve Shields and a new women's basketball coach on campus. Mario Zito tumbling and securing. Winding down at 8 minutes left in this one. How about that? That's just great. Cody the Coyote turning into the It Clown from the movie It. That's great. That's good stuff right there. Now, when you think of like scary clowns, you think of Pennywise from It. How about Art the Clown for the Terrifier movies? That clown is flat out scary. Love Halloween. Love the movies. I can watch horror movies all day. Get bounced from one to another, to another, to another, all day. Great way to spend the day. Just break out the popcorn. Zito does it again. Another great stop. He's going to look at this box score and frame it. Perfect on the night. Big thing for the team. Just, once again, not enough shots for the Coyotes. That's been the story of the year. They've had good moments where they've been really good defensively, but in the next phase of Hector Brasino and his staff, going to find some good attacking players. Players that can find the back of the net. Coyotes have been good at the midfield. They've been solid on the defensive end. Just really comes down to finding some attackers that can deliver in the moment. More changes. Gavin Sanchez back in. And Sanchez probably a sophomore and gained that time, as well as Ronaldo Caban, a sophomore as well. So the sophomores are back on the field because they're playing their final minutes for PV. Luke Schwartz, check it out. A lot of hugs on the Coyote side. Oh, I think Paulo had another graphic for me. Coyote, oh, there he is. Jason for Friday the 13th. Oh, that's great. Good job, Paulo. Paulo is just being all kinds of creative. So we've had Pennywise. We've had Jason Voorhees, and that shot is busted in. And another goal. And that is ripped in the corner. And we'll take another look. And we're going to give the credit to Gavin Sanchez on that. We're going to say it was number 27, Gavin Sanchez. So Sanchez, who is a sophomore, who came back in, and Sanchez scores his 4th goal of the year. Of course, the big story of the night is Jack Trin, Jack Trin with a hat trick in this one. And now 5:34 left remaining in this one. And Paulo, do we have a World Series update? Who won tonight's game? We're going to find out. We have the Chandler Gilbert's. What's that? 5-5 top of the 12th. We found out that Otani's hit a couple home runs in this one. So they're extras. They said, look, if you like 9 innings, we're going to give you the bonus plan tonight. So you got bonus baseball. Checking back in, Daniel Vargas, sophomore. Checking out, Semi Dabarish from Abilene.
Hey, do you know who assisted 27 on that last goal? 14?
So they're going to say the assist on was Marcus O'Leary, feeding Gavin Sanchez. O'Leary, 14 to Gavin Sanchez. Lloydeman try to bust it in. Coyotes want the handball. They don't get it. Pelted away. Matthew Minich has played well in this one. He's been strong. Cross. And the counter. Of course, Pumas have a lot of their role players in. Gavin Sanchez is not one of those. He's one of their starters, but he's essentially in because he's a sophomore playing his final minutes. Zito falls on it. Every time Mario checks in, they just yell out his name. Eli Condi and Ethan Magnani about to check in. Eli. And Ethan. Two hard-working Coyotes. They've helped set the standard of excellence, dedication, and hard work. And they'll play their final 3 minutes for the team before they step up and on. Basketball season coming up, of course. And then right around the corner, after we hit December, we're talking some baseball and softball. And the softball field has lights. So this year we're going to get a light game from the ladies. Now what I want to see is just to help the baseball team, it's just have the softball teams and baseball teams play on different nights. That way everyone can get their own love. Worked in the corner. Knocked across. Mario Zito. Mario stretching out. That was a great save. Another look. Little reversal curl, and Mario full on diving for the stop. As we wind down to 2 minutes left. Battle on that sidelines, of course. Everyone's playing for some playing time here. Making the most of it. Gavin Sanchez. Final minutes. Ethan Magnani with the leather, as well as Eli Condi. It's almost fitting if Eli would have scored. Bad angle and not able to connect, and he had a good chance was Jamin Hinsey. Just waited a little too long, and that's booted. And the diving stop by Jonathan Aguirre. Aguirre denying Talon Hoff, who came in. Now works out of bounds. Landon Schuster will throw it in. And I've been informed, as if you haven't been impressed by Freddy the Flamingo and Cody the Coyote meeting, or Cody the It character, or Cody from Friday the 13th, we got one more. And we're going to unveil it in the next 58 seconds. So I know you're saying right now, Joe, I can't wait. Patience is a virtue. And as Tom Petty sings, the waiting is the hardest part. So we're going to unveil the mastery that is Paulo Hutchison. And if Paulo's been cranking these things out, they're always good. They're always fun and entertaining. Mario, another scoop. Paulo, how about one more? How about you make Cody the Coyote Wolverine? So let's make that as well. And once again, we're going to see the athletic talent of the Coyotes baseball players being able to count down the clock. I mean, he's anxious. Here we go. What comes after 5? He nailed it. Oh, great job. What the talent. The higher learning here at Chandler Gilbert just off the charts, ladies and gentlemen. Just when you thought he was going to go from 5 to 6, he went 4, and then followed by 3. My goodness, that is just genius. Tremendous. And there it is. We got the Coyotes basketball player, and he goes from soccer to basketball. But do we have Cody the Coyote as Wolverine? Do we have that? And a tremendous effort for the Coyotes, as we do not. Okay, that's okay. We'll save that for another time. Coyotes finished the year with a record of 1-12-1, 0-7-1 at home. PV will finish 5, 8, and 4. Overall, 4, 7, and 3 in conference. And we appreciate you dialing us up on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network. Of course, the women, big volleyball match on Wednesday, taking on Pima for a shot for the 4th seed for the playoffs. Of course, Mesa is the number 1 seed. The playoffs will start at Mesa. Mesa is the 1 seed, so if Chandler Gilbert can secure that 4th seed, they will take on Mesa in the first round. Big matchup on Wednesday. Of course, we'll have the coverage. Paulo Hutchinson live stream did a tremendous job for all the great athletes in the Arizona Community College Conference, and also a special member of PV, Christina Hundley, making her visit from Paradise Valley, joining us on the campus of Chandler Gilbert. So nice to see her and all the love she brings for the Arizona Community College Athletic Conference. Russ Luce, the tremendous athletic director of Chandler Gilbert. Hector Brasino and his boys and all these hardworking young men and women of both squads and both squads as well for Paradise Valley. We'll see you Wednesday night from the volleyball courts. Paul Hutchinson, once again, killing it on the live stream. I am Joe Pequeno, and this has been a presentation of Chandler Gilbert Athletics.